Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, along with Taylor Trupea, and today we're taking a look at Bluebell Country Club. You know, Taylor, Montco Golf does such a great job of promoting and exposing to people all the wonderful golf facilities in Montgomery County, and Bluebell Country Club is certainly a unique example of that. They got a lot of things going on we're going to take a look at today on Inside Golf at the Country Club with some changes, and also here at adjacent Normandy Farms.
Yeah, the membership experience is really unique here in that you not only have privileges over at Bluebell Country Club, but you could also take those privileges over at Normandy Farms. So we're going to look into that a little more and discuss that.
It's a unique country club experience unlike maybe any other in Montgomery County. So stay with us. Today on Inside Golf, everything that's going on in the off-season at Bluebell Country Club. We'll be back in just a moment right here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
My mom asked, Caitlin, would you like to do golf? And I said, sure, and so I got into it.
I watched it on TV one day and I was like, yeah, I gotta try that one day. My mom was like, yeah, I need something. I need you to do something over the summer.
Well, my grandfather played golf, and then he kind of gave me the interest in playing golf.
My dad told me about it, and I thought it was interesting, so I tried it out. I really liked it, so I went on.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We're here at Bluebell Country Club in Montgomery County, which happens to be, by the way, one of 3 Arnold Palmer designed golf courses in the Philadelphia area. And our guest is Joey Pohl, who for the last couple of years has been the PGA professional. Joey, thanks for having us.
Thank you, Harry.
You know, Joey, I know there's been a lot of things going on in the off-season here at Bluebell Country Club to make it a better experience for your, 300 or so members, golfing members here at Bluebell. How would you describe what's going on and what they're going to see different in 2017?
Yeah, it's certainly been a busy time for us. This time we're focused on a lot of things that are going to happen in 2017. The last couple years, the experience has been mainly on some social aspects of the club and how we can enhance that. And we're taking a little bit of a different spin this year. It's more on the golfer experience. And all of that is catered in terms of instruction programs, in terms of tournament experience, and et cetera. And the biggest would certainly be how we're doing our instruction programs. Everything is going to be off of a monthly basis or unlimited group clinic lessons. So we're hopeful to enhance that for the membership, and they can get out here and enjoy the golf course and facility a lot more.
Right. So what about, for instance, like people, how often, you probably know, do people take enough instruction? Sometimes people say, I get it from magazines or TV. There's nothing, though, that beats the experience of going out there with somebody like yourself, right?
Right. I think the biggest thing that we've seen, and we're trying to have more coaching programs where we get people involved, and then you have scheduled practices. And we've seen it in other sports. It's been successful. We're now going to bring that to golf. And the biggest thing is it's more of a coach. It's not necessarily the student and instructor. So they know that we're there for them, and we actually care that they get better.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of it will be one-on-one, but also in terms of group, how large? Like, will we have different sizes of groups?
Yeah, we're exactly. I mean, so our junior program will base it into almost 4 different or 5 different ladders. So we'll name them certain things from anywhere from mini pros all the way up to Division I, and it's all based on ability. So they'll break into practices based on their ability. We're also working on some programs where it's a parent and their child that can come on out. So it's more of a bonding experience that we'll have probably on Sunday afternoons. So it's all the different abilities. We're working on couple stuff, you name it, there's no topic off limits.
Yeah, I was going to say, what times are available? I mean, your range is there all the time, but you know, a lot of people's schedules are busy and different, and with family and vacations in the summertime, sometimes it's tough to kind of zero in on what's the ideal time.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, and the good thing for us has been our golf committee has been very instrumental in helping us out. A lot of our members still work 9-to-5 jobs, so to speak, so most of our programming is going to be later in the day. So we'll focus on that and starting at 5:30. The biggest thing that we saw the last couple of years was our Ladies Night Out program. Started at 5:30, oversubscribed actually, had 24 plus ladies came out. It's very successful. So we're going to do the exact same thing with that and then use that in every aspect that we have.
Now, I'm sure everybody wants Joey as their mentor and instructor, but you do have a full staff also that can help out, huh?
I do have a great staff here. So I have a teaching professional, Matt Davis. I also have Jim Perella, who's basically going to be my youth player development. And then I have, fortunate to have my father, who's the professional emeritus here. And then I have 2 assistants. So we have a nice, talented staff here.
It's a real family affair.
Absolutely is.
Now, I know that's not the only thing going on here at Bluebell. Give us a tease of what else is happening at Bluebell Country Club.
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, I guess having a program or having a facility that's been here for 23 years, it's, you know, there's some expiration on some certain things, and we're really excited to start a bunker renovation project, a new irrigation project, and also redo our cart pass. So the membership will see that early spring, and hopefully it'll make it a great experience.
So it's going to be a little reset on some of those other things that people take for granted often, right?
Yeah, it just fits into everything. I mean, we're trying to reset the instruction program. We're resetting the golfer experience here at the club and making everyone enjoy it.
And let's meet the man that's going to be working on some of those other things that are going on here at Bluebell. And here is the gentleman who's responsible some of the other things going on here at Bluebell in the off season. Curtis Harder is the ground superintendent. Curtis, good to see you.
Great to see you as well.
There's nothing like a green golf course from a golfer's point of view. I know sometimes it's not always easy to keep it as green as a lot of people like, but this year here at Bluebell, you are going to be doing some things to kind of keep everything nice and good looking on the outside, huh?
Yes, we're going to be really turning this golf course into the latest and greatest here in the next couple of years with the 3 main projects that we have going on starting in March with the irrigation install and redoing our bunkers, and also at the end of these projects revamping our cart paths, is really going to increase the membership enjoyment here at Bluebell. And ultimately with this new system that we're going to be putting in the ground, it's really going to make a huge difference for our membership, and they're going to see it from the first day they walk on our property in turning this into, you know, a top-notch golf course here in the county.
Let me take a look here. We have on our display, this is a sprinkler head.
Yes.
Normally we only see this part of it, right?
Correct.
But this is what is going to be installed. How many of these are going to be installed?
Yep. About 1,300 of these will be installed over the course of the property.
1,300?
Yep. And this is the latest and greatest in irrigation technology right now, currently on the market.
So the sprinkler heads that are out there now, how many do you have out there now?
We have about 1,100 right now.
Okay, so about 200 more. And they've been in the ground since the place opened, what, almost 25 years ago?
About 25 years, correct. Yep.
Okay. Now, what's the advantage of these, other than being the latest thing on the market?
This is going to end up giving us actual ability to control each individual irrigation head from a management point agronomically. That's going to increase playability for the golfer. Okay. And being able to control this individually ultimately end up saving us electricity, water.
Math was never one of my great strong points, but if you go from 1,100 to 1,300, I would assume you're going to cover more of the golf course.
Correct. We will be covering more of the golf course.
That's great. And to the golfer, when they come out here to Bluebell, your members, they will see over the course of a short period of time how effective, I guess, these are in terms of getting more water onto the turf.
Yeah, it's going to be more uniform, better coverage from a player's point, and from a golfer's aspect, they're going to definitely see the difference from the initial impact.
Okay, now you have here another prop, for want of a better term. What's this?
Yes, this is a isolation valve that's going to be utilized to control actual water movement throughout the golf course.
How many of these are going to be installed?
There's going to be one on every lateral. It's going to be about 600.
Wow.
So
okay.
we'll be able to control every lateral that covers a fairway, a green, a tee, and if we ever have a break or any issue, we're able to isolate that initially and continue with the management agronomically across the rest of the golf course.
And in addition to the irrigation, you talked about bunkers. Every bunker is going to be refined?
Yeah, that's correct. So March 1st, we're going to start the bunker renovation. That's going to first initially start just on our green sides,
okay,
which is about 53 total bunkers. And then we'll move on to fairways at a later date.
And then cart paths is part 3?
Yes, as soon as all these projects are finished up and we're wrapped up, we're going to be fully revamping all the cart paths here for basically an overall membership experience is going to be brought to the highest level possible here at Bluebell.
And it's all going to be done this year?
Correct.
That's amazing. And hopefully, even though it may be a little gloomy here today with rain, it's better than snow as far as you're concerned, right?
This is great weather for January.
Curtis, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Good luck
Appreciate it.
with the project.
Awesome.
We'll have to come back and see how this baby works once it's in the ground and
Yes,
not
you
in my
will.
hand.
Yep.
All right, stay with us. More to come from Bluebell Country Club. Coming up next, we'll take a look at some of the changes being done at Normandy Farms. Next on Inside Golf.
Resort-like experience that you create here?
Exactly. I mean, the great thing of having the two properties is we take some best practices from both sides of the street. We've transferred to...
Oh no!
What?
Mandy keeps sending me pictures of the girls' shopping trip to Monco.
Why did you tell him you couldn't go again?
Because I told him that we needed to catch up on housework.
Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, published by former Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, is everything you want in a publication catering to men's interest. Enjoy articles on politics, business, the mob, wine, food, fitness, and travel. Written by the likes of George Anastasia, Bill Lyon, Sam Carchidi, and Mike Kern. Want to grow your business? Ask for information on our Legacy and Chairman Clubs. They meet regularly and can be a valuable tool for your company. Subscriptions are only $20 a year for 6 issues. They're available at JerseyManMagazine.com.
I'm Taylor Tropea from Montco Golf. You just saw Harry go inside Bluebell Country Club. I'm here at Normandy Farm with Membership Director Rich Clegg. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming and welcome to Normandy Farm.
So tell us the connection between Normandy Farm and Bluebell Country Club.
So we're a very unique property in the fact that we have an ownership that owns both Normandy Farm Hotel and Conference Center and Bluebell Country Club. We're a full-service hotel and conference center, one of the biggest hosts of weddings in Montgomery County, but our members really get some added benefits across the street that you won't see at any other property in Montgomery County.
So tell us about those benefits.
So besides the fact that our members receive discounts at any event, whether they wanted to host a conference, a wedding, or just a small get-together, our members would receive a discount for that. Hotel rooms, if they wanted to stay overnight, they had a late night at Bluebell Country Club and needed somewhere to sleep, we have that place for them. We do annual beer and barbecues that will offer our members a VIP experience to. So it's really an added value that you won't see anywhere else.
So it's kind of a resort-like experience that you create here?
Exactly. I mean, the great thing of having the two properties is we take some best practices from both sides of the street. We've transferred some people from different sides of the street that have shown great hospitality qualities. It's helped us in the restaurant, having an executive chef that helps on both sides of the street, and Chef Abu. He works with Chef Drew, who's our executive chef, so they work hand in hand, which gives us a great experience everywhere.
That's great. How can hotel guests take advantage of their experience here, as well as at Bluebell Country Club?
So especially on the corporate end, our corporate partners get access during non-peak times at the country club. So if they wanted to do a small golf outing, it really doesn't affect our member play whatsoever, but they can have the Arnold Palmer experience for a day. It makes us totally unique because of the fact that we have different corporate groups coming in on a monthly basis, and literally you could walk across the street to one of the best country clubs in Montgomery County.
So you talked about membership a little bit. Can you tell us about the different membership levels?
So we do have some unique levels. We've really changed things up back in 2015, and we're going to move forward that in 2017. Our golf memberships, golf carts are included. It makes it really unique into the fact that you can play 3 holes at the end of the day and you're not paying any additional fee. A lot of times you'll join a country club and you get there and you have to go play a few holes and you're getting charged $15, $20 even if you play only 3 holes, or $40 per round when you're paying cart fees for your normal round. Our fees are all up front, everything. There's no hidden fees. Having a private ownership, we do some renovations like we've discussed earlier across the street. It's 100% out of our ownership's pocket. So there will be no assessments for our membership. They know exactly where they're at.
What would you say about the social aspect to membership that you've kind of developed here at Normandy Farm?
So we saw some things that really worked fantastic at Normandy Farm. Our outside terrace the last 2 years has been an absolute hit. So we're taking some of those aspects and pulling them across the street at Bluebell Country Club. We have a fire pit that'll be opening mid-March this year. We're going to do scotch and cigar tastings. We're going to do a lot of different events that you won't see at a lot of different country clubs. The space that we have, we're trying to embrace.
That's awesome. I'm excited. So how can you find more information?
So we're all over social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You can find myself and our staff on various social media platforms. Also, check out bluebellcountryclub.com. It's bluebellcc.com. You can find out about what's going on, and we're really excited for our 2017 season.
I'm excited too. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
You know, when somebody's shopping for a club, they're shopping, they should be shopping for themselves. So if you're just a player, you want a great practice facility.
And welcome back. Inside Golf continues now with our teed-off panel from the Valley Forge Casino Resort in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Joining us today back is Doug Frazier from Frazier Golf and Leisure Group. Doug, good to see you again.
Thank you.
The Executive Director of the Philadelphia section of the PGA of America, Jeff Surratt, and Joe Logan from myphillygolf.com. You know what a focus group is, right?
I do.
Okay. A lot of clubs are looking to have focus groups for their members to kind of figure out what's going on. What do we have to do to make you people happy? What do we have to do to maybe entice other people into joining? What do you think, if you were running such a panel, you'd expect to hear right now?
They want, especially young members, want it to be family friendly. The days of dad going to play golf Saturday morning at 9 o'clock and coming home at 4 o'clock are over.
4 o'clock the same day, too, not the next day.
You gotta, the key is to
believe me, that used to happen in some places.
Get mom interested, get the kids interested, so that the whole family is using the club. That's the primary thing.
Right.
And the other thing, I think for a lot of members, the golf course has to be user friendly. We went through a period where they tried to make courses too hard. Now they're backing off a little bit because they got too hard for the ordinary golfer.
Jeff, do you have any experience with this or feedback you're getting from some of your pros?
You know, I think, you know, one of the problems, it's a really personal need, right? So depending on your stand in life and your position in life, whether it's, you know, family or single, and what you want out of a club is going to be a little bit different. But I think everybody wants activity, right? The club wants activity. You, as the member, you want the opportunity at activity, whether it's for just you or for you and your family, or, you know, for you and your kids. So, you know, having something for the entire family, or having something, you know, when somebody's shopping for a club, they're shopping. They should be shopping for themselves. So if you're just a player, you want a great practice facility, you want a championship golf course. If you're there for a family, okay, do you have tennis? Do you have pool? You know, is the golf course friendly for all kinds of players? So
workout room, something like that.
Really, really personal. You know, but doing the shopping, a club knowing its culture. You know, be good if you're a golf club, be a great golf club. If you're a country club, be a great country club.
Yeah, everybody has a different sort of identity, culture, things like that. Doug, I mean, you grew up at a golf course which your family owned. You're now in the golf and leisure group business. I'm sure you see, or maybe you participate, do you, in some of these focal groups?
Well, yeah, I have, and as I've gotten more into it, you know, if you don't think it's about money, it's about money this day and age. And also what I've seen is you have husbands and wives working, even the 40-year-olds, and I can relate to my son and daughter, both have pretty good jobs. A lot of these weekend activities where, listen, when I was hanging around the club growing up and working, the fathers, they weren't taking the kids to soccer games or coaching. They were playing golf and playing gin and hanging around the club. The whole dichotomy's changed. So I think it starts with the financing and how can clubs make it more affordable for the young people. And as Joe said, you have to create more activities too to get them in where they eat, drinking a beer, having dinner. Reasonably, socially is important at a reasonable price.
Right. Well, if you were to list priorities, is it the golf course? Is that going to do it alone, or is it all these other amenities, do you think, that's going to say seal the deal with people?
It is getting the entire family interested in something there, whether it's family golf, 9-hole rounds, you know, a hot dog and ice cream, or swimming, just anything so that the entire family wants to go to the club and not somewhere else. If you don't have everybody all in, you have a hard time selling it because it's a significant amount of money for most families. And if only dad wants to use it,
no,
not going to fly.
Jeff, in your position, you come in contact with guys, your counterparts all around the country, okay? Are they sharing the same bits of information? Is it the same, say, in, you know, Northern California as it is in Texas, as it is in
I think it's very different
Illinois?
On the part of the country. And here in the Northeast, we're pretty lucky, you know, with Northeast
Right.
golf and country club golf. You know, you go out Midwest, it's corporate golf, it's resort golf. So, and you go down to Florida, you know, it's a lot of retirees, and, you know, there's some higher end clubs, but it's true country clubs. So, you know, I think first and foremost, you know, the golf course is going to sell the club and bring people in, and then all the amenities build the activities for the rest of the family. So, you know, again, whether that's pool or tennis or paddle, whatever it might be. But I think we're a little bit unique as far as Northeast golf is concerned.
Yeah, and the model, I think it's safe to say, Doug, the model, regardless of where you're located geographically, it's changed a lot in the last 40 or 50 years, right? It's, you know, the clientele has changed, and people have to deal with changes. That's the
Seems like the
formula.
so-called millennials that you read about, they're a little more oriented in other things. There is one question I'd like to ask the panel. How do you gentlemen feel? And it's coming up. Nicholas has been a proponent, but Joe writes about golf every day. Jeff's one of our preeminent executives in the area, and golf, the 12-hole concept. What do you think of it?
I think when people sign up to play golf, they sign up to play golf. And I think most people in their heads, 18 holes is what they want. But I think being a member, the idea of being a member is you can go out and play 3 holes and not pay a green fee, right? So I think that's the benefit when you join a club. You don't have to play 18 holes. But if you're Delhi Fee, like when you own Mays Landing, people come to play golf.
You're right.
They're either playing 9 or 18. They're not coming out to play 12.
I couldn't sell 12.
But
I think a round of golf takes too much time these days. I remember we were talking to Gil Hance about this, and he liked the idea of a golf course that went out for 6, then came back, out for another 6, and came back, out for a third 6. So you could play 6, 12, or 18, whatever was your choice. I think it's a great idea. Of course, you're not going to see a whole lot of golf courses like that now unless they reconfigure the layout.
Gil likes it because it gives it more work. I'm only kidding, Gil.
But I think that's the concept everybody in the industry would like to see, is to make golf a little bit more welcoming, more faster, invites more people in.
Yeah. Well, it's a topic that obviously is on a lot of people's minds, and each answer is a little bit different depending on who is being asked the question and who's kind of leading the charge at respective clubs. I want to thank you guys, Doug and Jeff and Joe, and we'll be back. Inside Golf has more in a moment.
The Valley Forge Casino Resort is the region's only full amenity gaming resort, and it's only second from the Pennsylvania Turnpike at King of Prussia. It features 600 slots, 50 table games, And there are nearly 500 guest rooms, plus 8 restaurants designed to meet all of your dining needs. So put the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort on your destination list.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Taylor, it's going to be an exciting off-season here at Bluebell Country Club in Normandy Farms.
Yeah, it's an exciting off-season now, and I can't wait to see what it looks like in the summer, and I'm sure the members can't wait either.
I'm sure they can. Well, for Taylor Tropea, I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. But Taylor, let's pick these things up. Have a little toast to Bluebell Country Club and all the exciting days ahead in 2017 and beyond. See you next time, right here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.